In July 2026, a reporter asked Volodymyr Zelensky directly whether Crimea's return was on the table in peace talks with Russia. His answer, "It's a pity. No." Or "Not yet." Then he added what Ukraine has never stopped saying since 2014. "This is our territory." To understand why Ukraine treats Crimea as unfinished business rather than a closed chapter, you have to start with a promise Ukraine says it was made, and that promise's name is Budapest. When Ukraine became independent in 1991, Crimea came with it, an autonomous republic inside internationally recognized Ukrainian borders, including Sevastopol. Ukraine also inherited the world's third largest nuclear arsenal. In 1994, it gave that arsenal up in exchange for a written guarantee, the Budapest Memorandum signed by Russia, the United States, and the United Kingdom, committing all three to respect Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Ukraine's foreign ministry has said it plainly on every anniversary since 2014. Ukraine met its obligations under that memorandum in full. Russia did not meet its own. Long before 2014, Crimea's history already contained an act Ukraine now treats as the template for what came next. In May 1944, Stalin ordered the entire Crimean Tatar population, over 230,000 people, deported from the peninsula in a matter of days. Accused falsely of wartime collaboration, close to half died within 3 years. In 2015, Ukraine's parliament formally recognized the deportation as genocide. To Ukraine, the Crimean Tatars are not a footnote to this dispute. They are the people with the oldest claim to being erased from Crimea by force. And Ukraine argues the first to recognize the pattern repeating after 2014. In February and March of 2014, armed men without insignia, soldiers Russia did not initially acknowledge as its own, took control of Crimea's institutions before any vote was held. The referendum that followed was never recognized by Ukraine or most of the international community. The United Nations General Assembly passed a resolution declaring it invalid. Ukraine's language for what happened has never wavered. Not annexation, not reunification, but military occupation of sovereign Ukrainian territory, conducted in direct violation of the security guarantees Ukraine says it was given in writing in 1994. In the years since, Ukraine and international monitors, the UN, the OSCE, the Council of Europe, have documented a consistent pattern under occupation. The Mejlis, the Crimean Tatars' own representative body, banned as an extremist organization, independent media shut down, activists and journalists jailed, and in some documented cases, disappeared. Ukraine frames this as the same erasure that started in 1944, running on a longer clock. In August 2021, Ukraine launched something it had never had before, a standing international coalition built specifically around Crimea. The Crimea Platform opened its first summit in Kyiv with representatives from 46 states and organizations, all endorsing a single joint position that the occupation is illegal and that deoccupation is the goal, not a bargaining chip. It was Ukraine's attempt to make sure the world didn't quietly move on. That's the position Zelensky was restating in July 2026, even while conceding Crimea wasn't yet on the table. Not a territory Ukraine has given up on, but one it says was never legitimately taken in the first place. Now go back and see how Russia tells the exact same 100 years, starting not in 2014, but in 1783.